How come when you spiritual, people always think you throwing something at them like I'm putting spells or niggas like I'm hexing people? No, that is the karma of your own actions. Me and my ancestors got much better things to do. Much better things to do. We out here getting free. We out here reshaping reality. Ain't nobody worried about you. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Not at all. Check it. Yeah. I am evolved, I am a puzzle that they cannot solve. No riddle, enigma, no alpha, the sigma. Defying the stigma, supplying the liquor. The only discussion, the life of the party. Hit you with the mic, go Cardi. Can you to the Barbie? Proof in the mud where they try to discover me. The lotus, the focus, the sin of the locust. I am the star and they simply revolve. Master the patience to test the resolve. Lunar with phases, I know what the shade is. I know what the light is, so I glow the brightest. So I show the sightless, a peak in Polaris. Sickness, Solaris. Goddess and chimera, niggas in Paris. They charade, I parade. My days off like Ferris. I went from Kumbaya to Boomaye. You my rays, chose the goddess in the Boomaye way. Oh yeah, block all the negative that move my way. Yahumaye with the voice of 22 ashes. I went from Kumbaya to Boomaye. You my rays, chose the goddess in the Boomaye way. Oh yeah, block all the negative that move my way. Yahumaye with the force of 22 ashes. I know my role. Now that my heart is in love with my soul, the smoking the prana, the essence of mine. And that I am only proof for Asana. The centric with a offensive, photogenic in the lenses, melanin in the skin tint. Goddess incarnate, intent to invent. The legacy stole my purpose, my role. Whom the bell tolls, I'm the one of the know. Ancestors made you, they will not forsake you. Just simply be grateful and let them embrace you. Dimensions inside you, but you think it's spatial. Vibrational difference is what it equates to. The sequence be frequency, speaking we can see. I went from Kumbaya to Boomaye. You my rays, chose the goddess in the Boomaye way. Oh yeah, block all the negative that move my way. Yahumaye with the voice of 22 ashes. I went from Kumbaya to Boomaye. You my rays, chose the goddess in the Boomaye way. Oh yeah, block all the negative that move my way. Yahumaye with the force of 22 ashes. Potent, so I'm ready to go. Infinite facets and multi-dimensional. Far from conventional, this existential flow. We did not live off the myth they pretend to know. I'm Kali, I'm for your illusion destroyer. Everything is energy. Dark with the light that's a synergy. The yin and yang and all set and shot. Bobby, him at the deep high chop. The conductivity and the gold and the copper. Perception and the sound and the shift in the Doppler. There is no depth when there is no breath. The spirit lives on. You simply transform. A butterfly born. You simply a form. The avatar state. The rest of the dawn. I went from Kumbaya to Boomaye. You my rays, chose the goddess in the Boomaye way. Oh yeah, block all the negative that move my way. Yahumaye with the force of 22 ashes. I went from Kumbaya to Boomaye. You my rays, chose the goddess in the Boomaye way. Oh yeah, block all the negative that move my way. Yahumaye with the force of 22 ashes.
It's time to rise, yeah, lift your eyes. Don't let nobody play with your soul, cause you the prize. Had to change my vision, change my tongue, and change my mind. I even changed my circle, now everything aligned. I'm talking square roots, I'm in the sun, eating bird fruit. Fought through the lions and the tigers, just to bear fruit. Head full of locks, tattoos on my bird arms. It's melanin all on my bird's skin. They don't want us to win. See, he a blood, he a crip, they don't want us to blend. If we made in God's image, I'm calling them twin. Yeah, they thought that was the end. Yeah, they tried to break you, but forgot that you could bend. Now we don't talk about what it's been, cause haters. Now it's getting better. Used to get cheese from the government, but now we getting fatter. Now it flow together. Now it's better weather. Blue skies. Right.
Son of mine, don't let them tell you where treasures lie. Hold on to hope and don't close your eyes. Just keep on looking up towards the light. The sun gon' shine, we gon' rise.
It's time to rise. Yeah, lift your eyes. Peace to the goddesses and peace to the gods. I picked up the pieces and said peace to the odds. I ain't who I used to be. I know they all surprised. It's shocking, ain't it? Ain't no blocking, ain't no stopping greatness. Thought it was meant to fall apart, but no, I did the maintenance. I even cut off some dead weight, and though it wasn't painless, when you start applying gyms, your body go through changes. Yeah, I used to throw signs, now I line chakras. I evolved from that thug life, they still wanna pockets. Meditation over medication, do you proper. I started eating plants and let the earth be my doctor. Now they can't stop you, with y'all on your side. And don't forget your ancestors, the angels down the ride, I've been mastering demons and now I feel divine. It's perfect time. If you can hear my voice right now, look down at your feet. See, you right where you supposed to be. But see, some of y'all be posting online and you ain't who you supposed to be. Write this on a post-it note. Post this quote. It's time to
Son of
ride.
mine, don't let them tell you where treasures lie. Hold on to hope and don't close your eyes. Just keep on looking up towards the light. The sun gon' shine, we gon' rise. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond or shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond or shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. Don't let them define you, you're growing through dimensions, no losses, just lessons, and that's why your faith is strong. Every time you hit your low, it's always bounce back. Every time you lost your glow, got your shine back. Anytime you felt alone, God had your back. Better know that, and it shows that you're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond or shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond, a shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. I love you, reflection, we flexing on our haters. We wish them the best, but protecting our sacred love. No weapons formed against us could take us away from God. We praying, we praising, we grateful, we came from love. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond or shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are. You're worthy, you're priceless, a diamond, a shooting star. You're holy, you're righteous, you're perfect as who you are.
You are a bright light. Your essence, it brings life. Encoded in your DNA is eternal life. A walking constellation on this earth, radiating beyond our three-dimensional sight. Your level of productivity does not define your worth. Your worthiness is inherent to your being. Your existence is a gift from the heavens through all of eternity. Speak highly of what you seek. Your words are medicine. Your breath is a holy sacrament. Baptize yourself in these affirmations. A living wish come true. We are honored to exist alongside you.
Cool hoe, you over there vibing on black.
Woo, woo. Crystals on my neck, they think I do voodoo. Cast a spell on their ass with this juju. Bitch, I'm healthy, stay drinking this fruit juice. I'm the chosen one, when will God choose you? I get astral projecting the cosmos. Meditation, my thoughts do not wander. I eat vegan, say fuck Benihana's. Sun gaze and be hot like a sauna. What the fuck is a Christian Dior? Put a white shirt on to do yoga. Feel my energy, micro be soaking. Got protection from demons approaching. They want my energy cause I got motion. Selenite is the crystal I'm toting. Need a black cat for all you rodents. My light too bright, they stay running like roaches. Eat them herbs and get rid of the sickness. Dr. Sebi, I'm healing holistic. I'm not cooking no meat in the kitchen. Goddess nigga, she whip vegan dishes. I'm in nature, my feet in the dirt. I be knowing the spider won't bite me. Cause I'm tapped in, little bitch, I'm connected. I be focused, I live in the present. Energy heightened, they call me Vegeta. Slow down with life, take you a breather. All these sheep in the world want a leader. Fuck church, I don't listen to preachers. Only thing that I need is the Bible. Now my consciousness high like the Eiffel. Either word with my music like Michael. Sweater's worth in the end of last cycle. Then our people, they bossing, they NPC. All that karma you got off this planet, you leave. And you better ask God for forgiveness. Negativity killing the children. Why they be disrespecting the women? Then they be disrespecting themselves. But I love this planet so much and I care, so that's why I be thinking that I need help.
And when you operate out of a space of goodness, out of a space of authenticity, the people who don't aren't gonna like that very much. Yeah. I know they see me work my magic, yeah, I got it. They tryna take my light and wanna use it for some profit. They probably treat me different if they knew I was a prophet. And I know they tryna break me, but my spirit God's about it. I know they really hate me, I can tell when they not honest. They making all these deals and never giving what they promise. They steal the light inside of you and leave you as a carcass. And they want what they can't have, and that's our gifts as an artist. Smartest in the room and I'm an agent of chaos. Babe, I'm looking out for you and I'ma make sure they pay us. Better watch out for these dudes and what they'll do to get famous. And my God's just coming through and every song is a seance. And I sit in the observer seat, I see every nuance. Yeah, I see through every mask and I can see what you're doing. You can't manipulate me, baby, better know that I'm fluent. If you try to go against me, then expect to get ruined. Goodness will always prevail, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Not one. Say it with me, babe. Anyone speaking ill on my name, they gon' feel all the pain while I put it in a song. It's about intuition gon' reveal all the snakes, all the liars and the fakes. If you try to do me wrong, you can stop. Anyone speaking ill on my name, they gon' feel all the pain while I put it in a song. It's about intuition gon' reveal all the snakes, all the liars and the fakes. If you try to do me wrong, you can stop. Anyone speaking ill on my name, they gon' feel all the pain while I put it in a song. It's about intuition gon' reveal all the snakes, all the liars and the fakes. If you try to do me wrong, you can said it 3 times, so you know that I mean it. You making all this mess, who you expecting to clean it? Nah, it don't need addressing, and we don't need no meetings. Yeah, I operate in light, and now my shadow is needed. I've been doing the healing, and I've been feeling my feelings, and I've been ending all these cycles. I've been breaking the ceilings, and I've been carefully leading. I'm doing energy readings, and I'm raising the vibration, cause I know that we need it. Anyone speaking ill on my name, they gon' feel all the pain while I put it in a song. It's about intuition gon' reveal all the snakes, all the liars and the fakes. If you try to do me wrong, you can stop. Anyone speaking ill on my name, they gon' feel all the pain while I put it in the song. It's about intuition gon' reveal all the snakes, all the liars and the fakes. If you try to do me wrong, you can stop. Anyone speaking ill on my name, they gon' feel all the pain while I put it in the song. It's about intuition gon' reveal all the snakes, all the liars and the fakes. If you try to do me wrong, you get stopped. Stop.
Surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times. So I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my coat to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happens. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff.
Peace and blessings, Starseeds. Of course, she would jump up here right now. Peace and blessings. Okay. It is the goddess Rael and Romeo. Since he want to be all in the camera. Hello. Yeah, you want to be here. Peace and blessings, Starseeds. It is a wonderful Tarot Tuesdays. Yes, welcome. Thank you for being here. It is Tarot Tuesdays, and tonight we have a very special featured reader. I won't say guest because I think once you've been here more than 2 times, this will be her 3rd time on here. She's family, so she's not really a guest. She gets to walk in and not knock on the door. You know, we don't have to invite her in like this is sinners or anything like that. She can just walk on in. She's a starseed, okay? Yes. Okay, the Oracle of Philadelphia herself. You may know her as Imah X as well. She was just here, y'all. She was just here. That's how it be in Pronoia, okay? When you come, it's like once you go black, you can't go back. Once you come to Pronoia, you are part of the family. You can't go nowhere else. This is home now. So she is back in the buildings. Yes, it is a Tarot Tuesdays, and you listen. Okay, I select tarot readers. Just because you read tarot does not mean that you would necessarily be selected to come on to Pronoia Starseed Podcast. I'm very selective with who I allow my audience to share energy with. I listen to her daily, okay? Her daily oracle reports, I'll say, because she is always tapping in. And I'm telling you, those things feel very personal. You know, I feel like, maybe I'm just that connected to the collective, but I'd be like, yo, I'm going to need her to get up out of my life. Okay. So tonight, I hope that the readings are just as personal for you. I will not hold you too much longer. You heard her music, 22 Ashes. I played that earlier. So we got a dope video we're going to play a little bit later. Joy and gratitude. But without any further delay, Starseeds. Again, thanks for tapping in this Tarot Tuesdays. I will bring to the stage the Oracle of Philadelphia, Imah X.
Peace, beautiful people.
Hey, peace and blessings.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yes, y'all look quiet tonight. Y'all normally more loud. Is everybody just feeling real like?
I think it's very much the energy right now is just kind of like a little bit subdued. Like it's been so much kind of happening and very high energy that Also, we just, in terms of Mayan calendar, we just switched into a new Trikana. The last Trikana was really, really drastic. Like literally that was one of the key themes of it, which is why such crazy energies were happening. Now the period that we're in is actually really focused on magic. So I'm super grateful to be doing my my Tarot Tuesday in this energy space because it's conducive for it. It's conducive for, you know, the energies of divination and so forth. So yeah, I feel like when magic is happening, it's kind of like a time when you're kind of meant to be still, because you doing too much can kind of throw the energy off. Like I feel like spirit is kind of cooking right now. We're on the other side of the eclipse. So kind of whatever intentions you set forth are kind of cooking. So you gotta let it cook. We kind of marinating until the new moon. So
let me see. Let them cook is the word Pee Wee Herman word of the day, y'all. So when she say let them cook, today we're gonna say we're gonna scream like we used to do back in the day. Okay. Look, it's something about your energy because you got my cat.
No, literally, I was gonna say that. Like when you were like, "Oh, my cat's here," I was like, "That's my fault."
Yeah, clearly, and he is like never here. Look at him; he is like all up on my lap.
Hi, Precious. Yes, I am
up too.
Animals, babies. I am that person. I used to be the baby whisperer before I even really realized I was spiritual. But like all the babies in my family never cry with me. I can put them to sleep. Just a couple seconds, they just.
Oh, you got that energy. Yeah. And he was like, I want to see her. I'm like, dang, like really? That's what we soon as
the animals be making it hot though. The animals really be making it hot because I like most humans can't tell who I am. They just be like, oh, she looks interesting. But like I be in the street and people's dogs be pulling on the leash to like come say hi to me, and I be like, chill.
Yeah, they like, look, y'all don't see, do y'all not know who this is? Y'all listen. Right. Yeah, my cat wanted to especially say hello to you tonight. So
yes, precious baby, gorgeous. Holding it down over there energetically, keeping everything at bay.
That's right. Absolutely.
Kung Fu kitty skills. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, tonight is Tarot Tuesdays, y'all. Tarot Tuesdays. So, you guys, it's a few people in the building. Make sure you liking, sharing, and letting people know we are here and live tonight. Last time we had someone from England in the building. We don't know where they're coming from and when they'll be here, but we're going to just welcome you.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Yes. And it was like, I don't even know. It was such a big time difference. So anyway, yes, Starseeds, thank you for being here tonight. Our reader is, where'd your name go? Where did our names go?
They're like, you already know who it is. What's
under right.
Need to be
explained. I was like, what the heck is going on in my setup tonight? Everything's a little off today, but whatever. She's the Oracle of Philadelphia. Okay, so tonight you can get your free reading. What you need to do is comment, go over to the comments and say me. All you got to do is say me. And as soon as you say me, you just wait until we read for you. Now, you can't dip out. If we call your name and we look for you, we give you a few seconds to respond. We know there's a delay. I might do a cute little song in the background, and then we're going to move on. Okay. Again, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the podcast. And do you have a Cash App, man? May I ask?
I do. In terms of branding, it's pretty consistent. Just $, Imah X.
Okay.
Simple dimple.
Oh, that's very simple. So let me add that here. All right. Yeah. That's the Cash App. If you would like to donate, the readings are free, you guys, but donations are always welcome here for our readers. We're going to get to the point where we paying our readers to come on here, and then y'all going to have to get paid readings. So y'all better be thankful these readings. Go ahead and let people know we are here. You cannot, let me tell you, I love tarot. Okay. I am a big fan of tarot, and I don't see it as a starters thing. Like I've seen so many weird people trying to just say what is what and all of this and that, but everybody loves what they love. I love art. And so tarot to me is a way to use art to express, spirit, to use, it's a way to channel through art.
Yeah, it's a medium. Yeah.
Exactly. And
it's such an interesting medium because each deck has its own energy and imagery, and they evoke different things, and they're also very beautiful and artistic, and people put, energy and attention into creating them. So I understand.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I absolutely, like, I don't know how many decks. I have plenty because I love them. And I have not used, have I used all of them?
I was actually just eyeing some new decks the other day. I was like, haven't bought a new deck in a while.
I'm thinking about, because it was so weird because I have not, and I've had plenty of readers, and I feel bad because you're the only one today. I said I should gift her a deck because I'm going to start gifting my readers a deck. That's what I can do for you guys because I can definitely gift decks. But I had an extra deck, and I was like, you know what? And I wanted to know, did you have the Goddess Rising Oracle deck?
I do not.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll exchange information and I can give that to you. Yes, absolutely.
Gratitude.
Yes, absolutely.
And just for that, offer here, I got you. You get a special jump. You know
okay. That's what's up. Yes. I mean, I'm really, again, I appreciate the energy. I know the energy that goes into doing readings. I used to do them here on Pronoia. Now I let the readers come in and do their thing and feature themselves. Every now and then I'll come on, or I'll go on Instagram and do a reading, but I understand the energy that goes into, doing readings, and you guys do them for free. So I could do my, the least I could do is start gifting decks or something, something to show my appreciation, because I do appreciate you guys. Tarot Tuesdays is one of the, I say, most interactive shows that we have, because the audience is really here for a reading and they want to know what you got to say. Another thing, you guys, is if there is a reading up and it is a reading that you resonate with, that reading is for you. Don't believe that a reading, just because you're here and it's somebody else asking, subconsciously, you're probably asking that same question, and then you're getting the answer without having to even say anything. Go ahead. You were going to say something?
Yeah, the way that spirit communicates to me is it can be very specific, but also, it's very feeling based. So like as much as things are going to make sense intellectually when I'm doing your reading, if it's for you, it's going to resonate in a certain way in your energetic body. You're going to feel it. Yeah,
absolutely. Yes. Now I feel that. Well, that's good. Yes, I'm going to tell you again, I don't know how you do it with your general readings, make them resonate with me so much, but it's not, that's what I was going to say. When I meet readers, certain readers, it's just this energy. And like, I started watching you on Instagram and I was just like, wow, how the hell is she?
It's a frequency thing. So think of it like this. Think of it like radio stations, right? So think of it like big is different. Some people are AM, some people are FM. But then even when you get within the FM spectrum, some people are 100.3, some people are 96.7. Right. And you're going to tune in, and some people can reach a range of frequencies. So it's about like what range. And I tend to like, one of the things that I used to say about myself as a rapper is I used to say, like, I'm your favorite rapper's favorite female rapper. Like, I might not be your favorite female rapper, but in terms of the person who you think can rap, they probably hold me in high esteem.
Exactly. I love that.
No, I'm for the people who know. I'm not a kindergarten teacher. And like, that's no disrespect to kindergarten teachers, because some of my favorite people are kindergarten teachers. They have a level of patience that I think is saint-like.
Yes, absolutely.
I am a college professor, and I understand that about myself. So I tend to be for the people who do the work at a certain level.
Yes, no, I feel you. That's why you're here. Like, these readings are for starseeds. So they're already on a certain level of being able to tap into that frequency, that same channel, right? Just like a TV, it's the same thing. It's the channel that we're all tapping into tonight. Right. So
because like, the things that I reference are generally like advanced topics. Like I'll reference chakras and certain things without necessarily defining it. So it's like if you don't know what a chakra is, you're going to be kind of a little bit lost. And I'm trying to decide whether I should start doing like more like basic material to kind of start building people up, but I don't even know where to begin with that, because I'm like, where do I start? Like,
right. No, when we passed that era. We need you here in the, like, again, this is the place where the star seeds come. Already we got the basic levels. We need the more advanced teachings here. So we appreciate you being in the building. Shout out to all the star seeds. Hi, Linda. Yes, frequencies. Peace, Jackie. Peace, Smart Video Girl. Hey, William. Yes, thank you all for being here tonight. Yes, we got the list. Okay, so I'm going to be running the list backstage. I will pop your name up on the screen so that the illest Philadelphian, the Oracle of Philadelphia, she can read for you tonight. So if you are interested in getting a reading, these are the rules. You first must say me, okay? And then I will call your name out, or we will pop your name on the screen. Let us know you're still in the building. You must stick around until your reading, because if we miss you, I won't say we can't go back, because if you go back and watch readings, we've gone back for people sometimes. But
this is the thing. If when we call them, we just gonna do it. So if you miss it live,
okay, there you go. She said she's gonna do it anyway. She already got your energy, so you're gonna miss. If you miss it, you gotta go back and watch it. Got you. All right. So we already started the list. Yes, thank you for coming in. Keep coming in. I see you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We are growing on YouTube. I love that. We've already grown on Facebook. We started at like 200. We got to 1,000 over there on Facebook. We are at like 3 something, which I'm very proud of at YouTube. Y'all, every time one person subscribes, I'm like over here. I'm just like, once we hit 500, we got to give something away. So make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube page so you know that we are on. Hit that notification bell so you know we are live.
You subscribed.
Yes, thank you. I love that. And you know what? I love that about the Star Seeds. Everybody that you see come here, they actually watch the show. Like, that's really dope. And most of the time they be like, for real, you want me to come in? I'll be like, yes, don't you? Yes, because I can feel that Starseed energy. So I won't hold you. I won't. Okay, we're gonna start the readings. All right. And William, you were the first one. So I'm gonna add you to the stage. I'm gonna jump to the back. And if you need anything, say cheerio, and I'll pop back up for you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yes, that part. So I'm very grateful to be here. Gratitude is generally my operational frequency. So I haven't seen the question come through. So before we go ahead and get started, I generally, when I do my readings, just to kind of reset everybody energetically, because we tend to.
William, is this going to be a general reading, or did you have a question you'd like to ask? Let us know, you guys, if you want a general or you have a question. And also let us know if your name shows up differently than you would like us to tell. If your name says Big Jack, FKA Dirty Boy, you might want to just put Jackie so she knows it's you, Jackie. Okay. Yeah. All right. So if you have a general question, just let us know.
For sure. And I was going to say that generally I just do a little bit of a quick sound healing, 528 hertz tuning fork. Yeah, so everybody just take a deep breath with me. Yeah, because we all be having days, and sometimes we can accumulate energy throughout the day. And that's why you come home and you generally be feeling tense, and you got to, do whatever you do to unwind when you come home. Some people get on a game. Some people, have a little herbal relaxation. Some people get them a cup of tea. Some people light an incense. But it's about, is hermit mode the way to go for now? Are we told? Okay, so just generally hermit mode. All right. All right, so okay. So the cards that came out for you were Lilith, Reclaim Your Power, and Familiar, Listen and Learn. Okay. So the interesting part is that both of these are solitary figures, but interestingly enough, they both have animals in them also. So I don't know if you have an animal in your life, or maybe you've been like thinking about getting a pet, or if not, then maybe it is a passed over pet that is energetically still rocking with you. So the message is generally, yes, hermit mode is the way to go, but that even when we are in hermit mode, spirit is always with us. Our ancestors are always with us. And as much as spirit mode is about, hermit mode is about spirit mode, hermit mode, as much as that is about being solitary, it's like, what are you doing with it? It's like, it's the way to go if you're going to utilize it to listen and learn. If you're going to utilize it to listen and learn, or to reclaim your power, then yes, it is the way to go. Now, if you're going to utilize it to, I don't know what your particular brand of self-deception is, because we all have ours, but if you're going to use it to be within that energy space where it's not going to be about growth, then no. But once again, it comes down to what you do with it. Hermit mode is a tool, just like networking is a tool. So it's like, if you feel the need to be in that space, what are you looking to accomplish? Solitude versus isolation. Exactly. Whereas one, is like Himalayan monk and you're up there doing the work. Whereas another one is just kind of looking out the window and being like, I wish I was outside with everybody else, but unfortunately, like big woe is me energy. So it depends on the energy that you're gonna use it for. Let's do another card pull on that. We'll go Moonology Manifestations. Do we have anything clarifying? Specifically, we're going to use this deck more so for emotions. So specifically in terms of emotions, is there anything that can be noted to help make? So I was going to say to help make the experience what it needs to be. So it's keep your heart open. So that's the difference between solitude and isolation. That's the difference between self-love, focusing on yourself, solitude of a monk, where it's like all your attention is turned on yourself and your heart is still open, versus the woe is me, because that's more of a closed off heart chakra space where you're more focused on what you're lacking, instead of the monk in solitude does not feel lonely because he understands all of the things that he has. He understands that every moment is precious, and every leaf and every drop of water from the leaf after the rain, and the way it sounds when it hits the ground, and the way it sounds when it hits rock versus how it hits wood, and how all of those create a symphony of reality, and how all of that is precious. But if you're just more so like, I wish I had whatever that you're lacking, then that's going to be a different perspective. So the key is to keep your heart open. If you are going to go into hermit mode, do it open-hearted. Do it with the intention to grow from it and to come out the other side more able to love both yourself and others. Yeah. Yeah, I know. The walls definitely go up because the need for isolation is usually brought upon by either a violation of boundaries, a feeling of like, why am I even bothering in the first place? I like, trust me, I understand. Um, and it can be a tricky thing to do. So instead of just, now that we've got the message, now I'm going to give you some tools. Okay. So you can do color therapy. Color therapy is a surprisingly good way to kind of trick your subconscious mind to being in certain energy spaces. So colors of the heart chakra are green and pink. So you're a gentleman and your thing is green. So green, I couldn't even think of pink. So green for you. So lean into green. If you want to do crystals, you would lean into crystals that are heart chakra opening. I would say aventurine for you, since you seem to be in a green frequency with it. That seems to, you seem to need that more than you need the pink energy, and those are distinctive energies. So I would say green crystals, aventurine, I would say specifically would be a big help to you. What is this guy? Why? Amazonite also. I have some Amazonite here. Magenta is also a great color. That is a frequency of pink. And it is a rather intense frequency of pink. And so like, listen, whatever resonates. Let me think. Crystals in terms of that color, you might want to get into a garnet. Garnet tends to be around that frequency. Also, besides garnet, I would also say coral. But beyond that, there are heart chakra meditations you can listen to. There are sound frequencies that specifically work to activate your heart chakra and to heal it and so forth. And also, I would recommend just, kind of sitting with the energy and be like, hey, why are we feeling the need to isolate and so forth? What can we do? Where's the balance point? Instead of going to the extreme of like completely closed off, like what is a happy medium where we can still feel respected and feel love for ourselves and still feel like we are taking care of ourselves, but we are still open to the possibility of new and better. I was speaking on a reading that I did on my channel. I actually went live this weekend because there's been a really interesting frequency that's going around, like, this person didn't deserve to die. And it's just like a really interesting concept because it's like everybody dies. So the idea of deserving death is just kind of strange because it's like, what does that even mean to deserve death when it's a thing that everybody does? But it just got me in mind of how humans feel generally about perceived endings and also just different stages. And so it becomes this point where it's like, yeah. Too many messages started coming through, so I got a little bit lost, but
it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you though. I was with you. All right, y'all. So thank you, William. That was your message for tonight. Grab those crystals as suggested. I think that's a great message for all. Really, I was resonating with that one right there. Healing that heart is very important. So I'm going to move on to the next.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Thank you. Go ahead. So much. So what I was going to say was, it got me into how humans are afraid of endings, perceived endings, but it's also because there is an inherent fear of what's on the other side of an ending. There's an inherent fear of whatever we have now, whatever is going to be coming is going to be worse. And it's like, if you thought it was going to be better, then you wouldn't have this inherent fear of it. It would be more of a thing that you would like, at least if not embrace or celebrate, then just like be okay with. So from the perspective of just kind of like, I lost it again, but that's funny. But all right, I'm sorry if there was a question up there. I totally missed it. That's my fault. Knowledge. Peace to the God. Peace to the God.
Yo, let me tell you a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You said something. Oh, okay. So you guys, I'm sorry. I know it's Tarot Tuesday. We're gonna get back to the tarot readings. I promise you. But you said something very important. You started peace, knowledge. You said that, there's a fear of what is on the other side of the ending, right? And if people felt as if, there was something greater, because it's not even people, most people still do not believe them in the mansions in heaven, because if they did, they wouldn't be so disappointed when things ended. But you're right. There's a movie, and I don't know when it came out, and I don't remember the name of it, but I will tell you
those are the best ones.
Yes, exactly. But I will tell you, the movie is about a doctor who discovered that when people died, that they actually did not die, but they went back to a place where they wanted to make a correction in their life. That's where their soul went back to. And that this information had ended up getting out. And when it got out, people started committing suicide because there were so many things in their lives they wanted to correct, but they just had to keep pushing through, right? Because it was just like, yeah. And then there was like this magic wand of, wait a minute, we don't really die. And if I can go back to that time where I can, fix this thing.
Why am I even waiting around to the end of the cycle?
And that was it. And it was just like, wow. And I said,
stuff like that makes the 27. Stuff like that makes the 27 club make a lot of sense, though, don't it? Like stuff like that
absolutely does, because that's where that's okay. So that's y'all know the 27 club is when the Saturn returns. That's normally around Saturn return time when they get real tight. And but you know what? It makes so much sense.
But you know about the number of celebrities that have passed. Yeah.
So many. So many. Amy Winehouse,
Uncanny, Jimi Hendrix, Janis,
Kurt Cobain, It's so many. I actually have a book on that, exactly of that right there. So that's crazy. So yes, I'll get back.
I just realized Heath Ledger was only 28.
See, that's it. Between that Saturn return.
Yeah, I was like, what? That was wild to me.
If you have anyone you love, because most of y'all are like my age or like a little bit younger, y'all done past that point. But if you are between 27, I would say between 27 and 31, okay, your Saturn return starts at like 29 and a half or a quarter, whatever, but everything, the intensity of it starts much sooner. When I was going through mine, I was losing my mind. Okay. I was ending a relationship. It was a lot going on. Yeah. And but see, the thing about when you're
what's your Saturn in?
My Saturn is in, hold on, Libra.
So your Saturn return was you learning about balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And when I, you know what happened to me when my Saturn returned, I woke up in the middle. So when you're in a spiritual person and you start asking questions, the answers will come to you. And it's a song by Guapale. And she said, awake again at 4 a.m. Awake again because sleep is something about sleep not being her friend. And it must be her Saturn return. And I was like, well, her what? Because I keep waking up at the same time. Look that up. When Stefani had a song about Saturn returning, then I started digging deeper. So if you know anyone, y'all, that goes through this really, they are going through it between 27 and 31. I describe the Saturn return as making orange juice out of an orange. It's the squeezing down of Saturn to make you better than really, that's your adulthood. Like every time we go through it.
That's when but this is the thing. A lot of people, you can fail it. That's the thing. You don't have to pass. A lot of people fail. Then you just get the same lesson at 56. And that's when you encounter those people when you be like, why are you a grown child?
Oh my God.
a super adult with the mindset of a 16-year-old. Why have you never grown up? That be those people never passed a Saturn return.
Wow.
Just breeze through that joint. Just was like they got through it and they was like, why is this happening to me? I don't need to improve. Everything else needs to change. And then they just held on until it stopped being Saturn return. And they was like, see, I told you it wasn't me. And then they they just kept going. It's insane.
I know people like that.
We all know people.
Oh my God. You just described like a whole grown ass.
It's like 80% of the population.
Oh my God. You didn't even go through. I went through my Saturn return. I learned mine. Mine was I'm ready. When the next one come, I already know. I know what's up. I already know I'm gonna lay low. Okay. We don't have to do a whole show on this. We do. Because we got okay. We got to get back to. I'm gonna get back to the.
What's the next question? What's the next question?
All right, the next one is Smart Video Girl. So, are you in? Look, y'all, we can go because see, I don't be knowing too many people I can get into all of that with, and they understand where I'm coming from, y'all.
Listen.
I love y'all. Smart Video Girl, are you here? I ain't even got a song for this one. Smart Video Girl, are you here? Smart Video Girl, are you here?
Makes me think of like some like, it made me think of what's the name of the movie, The Last Dragon? Like that would be some song they had on like the joint. They be in a club. Smart Video Girl.
The big video joint.
Yeah, like yep. Smart Video Girl. I heard it. I heard the full production and everything.
Oh my God. Well, we're gonna go through the readings anyway. Like you said, even if they're not here, they can come back and watch. So yeah, I'm gonna bow out gracefully. It's Smart Video Girl is her name.
Okay, what was the question?
Didn't have one, so
we're just gonna do a general. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's echolocate the energy real quick. All right. Oh, okay. All right. So I had to decide which deck I was going to use energetically. Okay. So do we want to do Only Greatness Media Production since they're there, and we'll circle back to Smart Video Girl?
That's her. I just put.
Oh, that's her. Oh, okay. Hey, bet. So, what's your question, love? Peace.
She's not in the building.
Oh, she's not there. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just put it up here so you can have something to work with.
Her. Okay. Bet. So, general reading. Ancestors, Most High, what does this individual most need to know right now in order to navigate this dynamic that we call reality? Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Bloom even when no one is watching and she's not here. That's hilarious.
That's wild.
That's so wild, especially because I've never even pulled this card from this deck before, gang. That's so funny. Okay, so listen, boo-boo, you're it. Listen, apparently you are about to be talked about in a whole bunch of spaces where you are not even present, but it's also going to be pleasant because apparently, listen, you need to bloom even when no one is watching, because your energy speaks for itself. Whether you are here or not, you leave an imprint. You leave a mark wherever you go. So never have any doubts about that. Always understand. Also, the fact that it is a moonflower, flowers are generally associated with sun, generally associated with solar energy. But the fact that it's moonflower says that there's something unique about what you bring. Hey, you're here. There's something unique about what you bring to the table. And you need to lean into that. You need to lean into whatever you do that is uniquely you, and do it even when it seems like you're not necessarily bearing the fruit, because, you know, when you plant a seed, there's always going to be time periods where, you know, you do not know what is going to come from that seed. And, you know, back before we had the internet at our hands, like, you might plant a seed, you don't know how long that seed takes to germinate. Even if you know how long the type of plant generally takes to germinate, each individual seed is going to take its own time. So we can't get discouraged when we're doing the work and we're not necessarily seeing the results. It's about blooming even when no one is watching. It's about shining and illuminating the dark. So that's the combination, moon and flower. So if you have something more specific to add, so I can get a little bit more in depth, I would love to do that for you. But if not, I can just continue on this energy. So let me know what you want to do, though, because I think that's like a really funny card to pop out. But yeah. It'd be a little bit like that. I could do another one. Let's just see what the same deck. All right. So Listen and Learn also came out again. So that seems to be a general time, a general energy that's going on right now. And listen and learn just from spirit, because like even me having this conversation with you is really just your ancestors, your spirit guides using me as a medium. They would much rather tap in with you directly. They would much rather talk to you directly. You know, they just be like, well, you're here, so here, take these messages. But yeah, I have a line in one of my songs. It's like, sit at your altar, let your ancestors align you, because you are the alchemy they combined to. Their prayers fulfilled. It's like they designed you. So you should be the one to define you. At the end of the day, nobody knows you better than you. And the first thing that we need to listen and learn is ourselves, because it's like, how do we even know how to bloom if we don't know what type of flower we are? You know what I'm saying? How do we even know how to bloom if we don't know what type of flower we are? So we have to sit with ourselves. We have to sit with ourselves and sometimes really tap in, because that's another thing. People are going, when you are talked about in spaces, people are going to try to tell you who you are. So the number one thing is nobody can tell you who you are if you know who you are. And when you are called to bloom and when you are called to shine, you need to have that grounding. You need to make sure your roots are as deep as the heights you are trying to ascend to. So you need to make sure that you are firmly grounded into yourself, into your ancestral, into whatever your specific practice is. Exactly. Everything you need is already within you. So it's just a matter of tapping in and going.
Very dope. Dope message. And it's only greatness, okay? You call only greatness. It's all within you already. I mean, the message is beautiful. I love that. Don't be over there crying, girl. Don't be crying. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you again, Imah X, for allowing us to tap in. Next up, we have Jackie. Jackie, are you in the building? Jackie, let me know if you're here. And if you have a general question, or if you just if you have you would like a general reading, or if you have a question, let us know in the comments.
Yes, sure. Peace, love. So what would you like to specifically tap into? Let's go ahead and cleanse the energy real quick. General, because everything is resonating. That's fair. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, so your particular ancestors and spirit guides called for the rebel deck. So I already know this is gonna be interesting. They have some things to say, and they want to say it. They want to say it a little bit plainly. So. All right, hold on. Okay. So I apologize in advance because I do not personally mean to. Yeah. So the card is make better effing choices. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. And that is a lesson that we could all learn from, because perfect example, I ended up with the sniffles earlier this week because I was eating things that I know I should not eat. That when I do not eat these things, I do not end up with sniffles. And then I eat these things and then I end up with sniffles. And now like it was kind of worth it, but also like that is a little bit toxic of me. And I have to understand that as a personal thing within myself. So yeah, we all have areas where we could stand to make better choices, because at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, our ancestors love us. The Most High loves us. Our higher self loves us, and so we are here for a reason. Don't F it up. So at the end of the day, that's the reason why it's like, no, like we want you to make better choices because you're precious to us, because you're special. If you had something that you thought was precious, would you take it anywhere and just let it be, dealing with all sorts of riffraff people? Like, if you got a baby, would you be taking it around people who, got germs and stuff? Like, think of yourself in a way like you're precious. Would you be feeding yourself like, things that you shouldn't necessarily eat? Or like, would you be, treating yourself like you're sacred? We are all sacred. We all have, that divine spark within us. So at the end of the day, we need to start acting like it and like letting our actions reflect that, because we are loved and because we are here for a reason. And I almost couldn't, there's an alternate reality where I did not make it to do this because of the sniffles, because of not doing what I was supposed to be doing. So as much as it's about like making better choices, it's like, because every choice that we make is a groundwork, is a foundation. It's like we were talking about in the last thing, those roots going down. Every decision we make is either, it can either be a solution or an addition to the problem, and an addition to the solution or an addition to the problem. So we are tasked with adding to reality more than we subtract, and that includes from ourselves. Like, yeah, sometimes I be overtaxing my system. I be giving it too much to deal with. Like, I already know that I'm an energetically sensitive person, so I have to do a certain level of spiritual hygiene and so forth anyway. And so like, I know that I have to rest in certain ways. I know that I have to take naps. I know that even if I want to stay up or if I want to go out and do something, that sometimes that is not the best choice. And like, that is my personal, we were talking about Roxy's Saturn return. Roxy's Saturn return, it was in Libra. So, Roxy's was about balance. My Saturn return was in Capricorn, gang. That joint was about discipline. It was like, are you going to learn the easy way or the hard way? Because on God, you're going to learn either way. Saturn is big dad energy. So it's like, you going to catch these hands and learn, or can we talk about it? Because either way, you going to learn this lesson, bro. Like, it's the end of a fable. Either way, you're going to learn. So you can either, do the things that that you need to do to make it easy, or you can do the things that, or you can fuck off. You know what I'm saying? You could, and the ant versus the grasshopper. Since we're talking about fables, you could either be the ant and be like, yo, I know winter is coming, bro. Let me do the things that you do before winter. Or you could be like the grasshopper and be like, la 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 la, my legs make music, bro. And like, you know what I'm saying? And just chill. And there's something to be said for both, because the ants could stand to learn something from the grasshopper, and the grasshopper could stand to learn something from the ants. There's a balance there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody says it has to be all discipline, and no, it's also about joy. This is the other thing. Be effing grateful, because it could always be worse. Like, and that's where the joy comes in, because it's like, even though we, disciplined choices aren't the best, it's better to be able to electively make those choices than to have to make those choices. Like, it's better to be able to electively discipline yourself than to have life discipline you. Because like, I am a person who tends to want to be on go when I need to chill. And the universe will do things like the sniffles and sit me down and be like, bro, you doing too much. You trying to do too much. You need to be doing less right now. And when I don't listen, it'll be like, okay, since you don't want to sit down by yourself, sit down. It's like when somebody puts you on timeout as a kid. It's like, whoa, you're doing a lot. We need you to bring it down. We'll just sit you in timeout for a second. Let's take a breather. Go meditate, get real zen real quick, chill out, reset, recalibrate. And sometimes we need that. And because we live in this capitalistic system where it's like everything needs to be on go and I need to always be being productive and then rest can feel like, like laziness. I know that, especially as a projector, where like most of my stuff is like, no, bro, you need to wait. You do not got energy to be out here doing all sorts of wild, trying to sustain stuff. You need to wait until the time is right. But that's also like, why would you try to plant a seed in the dead of winter and then get mad when it doesn't grow? You know what I'm saying? That's weird of you. That would be weird to me if I go outside in the dead of winter when the ground is hard and frosty and I just put a seed in that bitch, open up the ground, which is hard as fuck to do at that time anyway, which proves that you're not even supposed to be doing it. That's what I'm saying. When we meet resistance, a lot of times we've been taught capitalism, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and Western society, and you just push through when you meet a wall. But no, sometimes when you meet a wall, the smart thing is to go, well, why is this here? Is there a better way around this? Is there an easier way than me just drilling through this joint? Because on God, if I could just walk 3 paces and then go around it, that's much easier. So it's about working smarter, not harder. It's about taking the path of least resistance. It's about being in the flow state. And the way to get there is gratitude. Generally is an excellent way to make sure you're immersed in the flow state. Once again, tools at the end. So gratitude rituals. I personally do one where when I catch an angel number, I will just take a moment, like literally 1 60-second minute, and will just at that time be mindful of everything that I'm grateful for. My breath, whatever, it can be something minute about my day. It can be grander things about reality, but just making sure I'm always grounded in the frequency of being more aware of the beautiful things in reality as opposed to the negative, is a way that it also helps you to make better choices, because you tend to, when do you need comfort food? When you're sad and stuff, like when do we tend to do the bad things? It's when we're generally in low vibrational energies, and it's a negative coping mechanism. And like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy my negative coping mechanism sometimes, but everything is about balance, and you want to make sure that you're taking time to feel, that we're taking time to feel our feelings and do the things, but then we are also taking time to heal. And it's a 1-2. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Oh my God. Let me just say, I am dying with the cricket his legs make. Like, bro, my legs is making music.
I must be stopped. Yeah.
I am done. I am back here going, Nice. You are so funny. Oh my God. That was a great reading. Like, honestly, Jackie, I I've been here every reading because I'm the host, right? And I've heard your readings. Your ancestors, they just go at you. And they love you, but they just come hard. They got
okay. So I'm not the first. This is not.
This is not Jackie. She's not the first because I've sat there and been like, dang. They'd be like, listen, but it's
apparently that's how they gotta, like, some people, that's how people receive stuff.
You ain't never
the second message was you are loved, because they was like, oh, but baby, we love you. Never forget that we love you.
Yes. He said that's a reference to a few facets of my life. Absolutely. Yes, but I'm telling you, the messages, and listen, my ancestors was like that with me too. Like, they don't play because they know I'm smarter than, yeah, exactly. That's what it is. I can be stubborn. And because of that, they gotta talk to you like a stubborn. They be like, yo, like,
it's the rebel
deck though.
It's the rebel deck. It's for
the rebel deck. Be like, look, shut the fuck up and do what you need to do.
When the rebel deck called me, I was like, oh, this is a rebellious person. This is a person that's
right.
Like, listen, I hear you, but I know what I know when I know what I know, and I know because I got a Taurus moon, so that's why I have this deck.
Absolutely. No, for real. Oh, you have a Taurus moon?
Yeah.
I got a Taurus rising. I'm stubborn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then my sun and my moon opposite, so I always be torn. So it's messy over here. Until I learned balance, it was real messy.
Oh man. Yes. Well, shout out to you. Thank you, Jackie.
Yes. Gratitude.
All right, let me see our next person. Yes. Jarrell Hadi. Jarrell, are you in the building?
What it do?
And if so, let us know if you want a general or if you have a question. Also, if you're in the building tonight and you would like a reading and you have not already said me, go ahead and say me. 111 on the clock. We've been on for 111. Yeah. Shout out to the angel numbers. But if you're in the building and you would like,
let's take a moment. So let's do our gratitude ritual.
Okay.
So you do it, Roxy. Since just think of things that you're grateful for.
Do I have to say it out loud? I'm thinking of it.
Okay. If you don't want to say yours out loud, I'll do one out loud for everybody, so they can just kind of get an idea. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I am grateful for my breath. I'm grateful to be here with you all. I am grateful to Roxy for cultivating this space. I am grateful to all of your ancestors and all of the decisions that they had to make for every one of you to be here. I am grateful for water and all of the amazing things it does, the way it cleanses, the way that it hydrates. Make sure that we are all drinking our water. I am grateful for all of the cells in my body and the way that they compose and make up me and all of the wonderful things. I am grateful for my particular decks. I'm grateful that I'm not the only person to have to be a little bit spicy with that individual, because that's a crazy thing to go through as a reader when the first card is a little bit spicy and I'm sitting here and I'm like, cut the deck, and they like, no, say that shit. Say something else and they're like, no, say that shit. And I'm like, bro, this is kind of wild. And they like, listen, gang. So I'm grateful for you sharing that with me. And tying it all together, and the individual themselves being like, yeah, I'm stubborn, general. Okay, but.
Yeah, no, that is so crazy, because you know what? I felt your energy when you looked at the card.
I don't do a lot of. I don't do a lot.
Having your own conversation with their spirits. I already know, because you know what? That has happened. I've seen Bella. I promise you, Jackie. I've seen Bella, and she'd be like, okay, you know, and I'm like, dang, but I get it.
Yeah, because like it's my Pisces rising. Like, you want me to say that? And I'm like,
that is wild.
Oh yeah.
All
right. So we're gonna do the animal oracle deck with this one. This is like one of my favorite decks, low key. Because as we saw with the goddess's cat earlier, a goddess keeps a cat, you know what I'm saying? But as we saw with the goddess's cat earlier, The animals are an excellent symbol. So let's see what your ancestors wanna relate to you. Okay. Okay. So first card that we have is Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. Next card that we have is Grasshopper Spirit, which is funny because I was just talking about grasshoppers. And it's Take a Leap of Faith. And then the next thing is Canary Spirit, Sing Your Own Song. Now, this is a lot of interesting things going on here. First thing is this one adds up to 9. This one adds up to 3. This one also adds up to 3, but all different frequencies of 3 and 9. And both of these adding up to 6 is like, I don't know whether you have some sort of musical talent. And if it's not musical talent, then in terms of singing your own song, it's very much about it could be something specifically throat chakra related. Like if you have something that you generally want to get off your chest, and you can express something that you're trying to get off your chest across mediums, whatever your particular method of expression is, you are being called to take a leap of faith in regards to it, because we can sometimes get into a lack mentality, which is one of the main reasons that people shrink themselves. Like we were talking about earlier, if we knew that everything we do would succeed, everybody would try everything. You know what I'm saying? If there was no possibility of failure, people would try everything. They would do whatever they wanted to do. Nobody would not do, because if you couldn't fail, why wouldn't you not? So it's only the idea of failure that stops people. So, but when you understand that there's always enough, when you understand that there's always enough opportunity, so even if you do not get an opportunity, you don't go into the lack mindset of being like, see, this, I never get opportunities. You go instead to the mindset of like, oh, I wonder what my ancestors were protecting me from in that regard. I wonder what was going to happen with that situation that was going to be negative for me. I am grateful for the rejection as being protection. So when you understand that there's always enough, you deal with, like, it's like dudes who know that they get a lot of shorties. They don't be out here crying because one girl turned them down, because they know there's plenty of fish in the sea. It's a fish. So maybe this is a relationship message also specifically. But there's also always plenty of, there's plenty of fish in the sea. There's always enough. So we don't have to get hung up on one connection not going one way or another. And that even goes with like deep seated soul connections and so forth, because a lot of times it can be instances, and this is not only with romantic relationships, but we can meet people and feel like a deep soul connection, and the dynamic cannot reach its full potential, and that can kind of feel like, once again, that lack mentality of like, oh man. But at the end of the day, when there's always enough, when there's a phrase like, we haven't met all the people who we're going to love yet, or who are going to love us, you start putting yourself in an abundance mindset, and in a mindset where you are open-hearted, and you are always looking at things in terms of the possibility for good, because that's why we're being encouraged to take leaps of faith, because at the end of the day, scared money don't make no money. Closed mouths don't get fed. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Like, I'm saying, like, we can keep going on and on. But at the end of the day, like, if you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So like, it's so many different ways that humans have found to say this one thing, because it's a very fundamental thing of like, if you want something, you have to put yourself out there 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you want something, you got to put yourself out there 9 times out of 10, and you have to do it uniquely. Like, it doesn't matter if you're putting yourself out there if you're not being your true authentic self. That's the other thing. If like it doesn't matter to put yourself out there if you're being a fake version of you. So it's making sure that when we're putting ourselves out there, we're really being ourselves, and we're and even if whatever your particular deal is, like me over here doing cricket legs and shit, like I am weird, I lean into that. There are some people who would be embarrassed about that. I do not care, bro. Like this is who I am. I like it. It's fun to me. I be over here amused and happy. It's like those memes where you be like, imagine being mad at me and I'm just over here in my crib doing this. Like the most content people are the people who sing their own songs unapologetically, whether it's off key or not, because everybody miss a note sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's Virgo season and we are all also being very hard on ourselves, but like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We got this. We got this. I know. But we got this. So yeah. Also, the frequency of 3 has to do with play. So make sure that you're leaning into. Make sure you're leaning into play, as a frequency. Like life can be very serious, and we can put a lot on ourselves, and we can take ourselves very seriously. That's why me over here, I be playing, like what I'm saying. So like. Infuse a little fun, infuse a little silliness, infuse a little whimsy. Listen, if you go find a field and frolic, we will not tell nobody, gang. Nobody has to know but you and the butterflies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. It's okay. Black Boy Joy. You know what I'm saying? Like Black Boy Joy all 2025. Go find a pile of leaves and jump in it. You know what I'm saying? Like young bullshit. Go climb a tree, gang. It's my prescription.
I love that. Black Boy Joy, absolutely. I love that.
Or wherever your personal joy is. I don't know if you a gamer, you know what I'm saying, but allow yourself to be in the frequency of play, because that's honestly how we learn best, is through play. If your brain conceptualizes something as work, it takes like this many hours to learn it, whereas if your brain conceptualizes it as play, you learn it in like half the time. So just infuse more fun.
That is so true. That is so true. Yes, all the messages have resonated so much. For real, Spirit been talking we're all
going through the same things, just in different frequencies. Some people are going through it at a 100. Some people are going through it at a 50. Some people are going through it, and it's but because there's only so many things to go through as humans. Like, as much as it's a completely infinite experience, it's also a very only so many. There's nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun.
That's why you can glean wisdom from pretty much any source if you can sift right. If you can chew the bones and chew the meat and spit the bones. You know what I'm saying?
That part. Girl, you have dropped so much wisdom tonight.
I'm grateful for the opportunity. This has been great.
Yes. Look, you got my animal. He has been like,
hi, Precious.
Say hi. We're gonna go out the way we came in. Okay, so I would like a reading.
Yes.
Whatever. Oh Lord, please don't go to the Rebel Deck ancestors. They probably like, yeah, tell her off. No, I'm just like
No. I think we're going to do animal deck for you because you're kitty.
Got my kitty here.
Yeah. So what's your question, love?
I don't really have a question.
Okay. Okay. So, ancestors of the goddess Ra'el, Most High, what messages and energies do you have for her as far as guidance right now? Okay, one more shuffle. There you go. All right. Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. And that is a 16, which is a 7. Let's do one more. Ooh, Moth Spirit, surrender now. Okay, yeah. So whatever you're trying to do, whatever you are trying to do, it don't seem to be the time. It don't seem to be it doesn't seem to be the time. Or it doesn't seem to be the way that whatever angle you trying to go at it at doesn't necessarily seem to be the angle. So when you get redirected, understand that's for a reason and just surrender to it. Just go with the flow. Like we was talking about when you encounter that resistance, and we have the tendency to want to, dig our heels in, and us Taurus energy, we have the tendency to want to dig our heels in and just put our head down and just bull rush through that shit. Sometimes that is not the way. That's why I had to sit down. See? Because I was very type A this week. I was like, yeah, because then I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And then the universe was like, you're gonna rest, you're gonna take naps, you're gonna sleep. You're gonna sleep and listen to these affirmations and do this meditation.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and don't be like me. Don't make them have to sit you down. Just go with it. Just go with it. Cause
momentarily.
Yeah. So just serenity now. You know what I'm saying? Like just reels in with it. Like, you know what? I do not understand this. Cause that's the most frustrating part, at least for me. Cause I'll be like, but why though? And they'd be like, we can't always explain to you. Sometimes you're going to have to see it after, and then you're going to know. But sometimes when we in the midst of stuff, we can't always explain to you. So like, you just got to rock with us. You trust us, right? We done built up trust, right? We done built this trust. This is you know what I'm saying? You done seen how we hold it, how we carry it for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Nope, you right. Oh my God, it's crazy. You ain't even need the damn rebel deck. You still gave me the red cards tonight. You still.
Oh my gosh! Like
Yep. I was already like, dang. I was like, oh yeah, the coyote.
It was the second one for me because the trust in a divine detour. But then it was like, no, surrender now, and I was like,
yeah, it was like I'm a detour you. And I'm gonna need you just to be cool with that.
Yeah, and to relax.
Relax. Because I already know how you be getting. You need to calm down with it because this is divinely guided. No, I hear you. I get it.
And this is the thing, because I had that same thing because like, sometimes when we hit detours, it's like, am I effing up? Am I messing up? Oh man, where do I need to tighten up? This must be happening because I am an F boy. Because like you're saying, like at least that's me. That's how my inner voice talks. I'll be like, see, what am I doing wrong? Where can I tighten up? It's probably the fucking Saturn, but you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what? Rejection is protection. For whatever reason, this was not going to be what it looked like. I know what I thought it was going to be, but I trust that y'all can see it from a different angle, from a different height. Y'all got that Hawkeye vision up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm
saying? You didn't say a lot, and you didn't even have to say it at all. Here we go.
Oh dear God. Seahorse spirit, watch and wait.
That's why I'm supposed to surrender. That's why it's like you can't do what this is divine. Let divine handle divine.
And it's a seahorse, and they don't even got like mad floaties. They mostly just go on the water. They like this big, bro. They can't generate a whole. They can kind of like turn directionally, but if a strong wave comes, bro is out of here. So he is an ultimate representation of go with the flow. Something was like one more card. I was like,
I didn't want you to get that card.
They was like one more card. I was like, bro,
super surrender, fool. Just
watch and wait. We got it. You already done enough. But this is also we are in harvest season. We already done enough. We are about to be eating off of seeds that we previously planted, and we still out here planting. Like we don't know it's a harvest coming. They like, yo, you know that you don't got to do all this. And that's like, you don't. You can just chill. You can rest on your laurels and like a little bit. it'll be a time when you need to go again. So please enjoy this rest period that we are trying to give you. Because when you gotta be on go again, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm tired, and then we're gonna look at you like, oh. But when we told you to sit down, you wanted to be running in place. Weirdo.
Okay, mama, listen. My mom is talking through you. All my ancestors is talking through you. You can't.
They talking to me too. I'm talking to myself too.
I know it's so much enthusiasm.
It's a conference call right now.
Right. Like, you need to just enjoy the rest. No, I hear you. Because sometimes I'll be like, you know, it's so deep. It's so deep. What you have said to me tonight is just...
and the watch and wait has the frequency of 8. So that's abundance.
And 8 is my life path number.
That's abundance. Watch and wait what they do. Watch and wait.
I already know. Look, I'm rubbing my hand like Birdman. Let me just sit here and wait. Yes. Okay, well, you know what? My heart is open. You know, and they said, you know, we didn't even need to come to you in that upper deck. I'm gonna come to you with the animal spirit, and I'm just gonna knock you out the box. You did it. You always do it. Like I said,
it was the three-peat for me. It was the spot. Like, I need people to understand that there are other messages in this that do not have to do with that particular energy. Like here, let's do a random pull. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. Stag spirit, take the lead. Like, both of those are completely different things. Yeah, that's why I love to do these, because like
clean out the clutter probably was mine too. Because I've been decluttering and doing a lot of this. So cleansing.
Listen.
Cleanse.
It's very much the energy, because like, we accumulate things. Like I was talking about how you go out in the day and you accumulate energies and frequencies, people's energies and so forth. And we accumulate things in life. And like, just even from the food that we eat, even if you eat super duper healthy, just from being in this environment, what's your water like? Unless you're drinking all spring water all the time. And even then it's like, can you really trust? So like, this is why detoxing is important on all levels. You know, taking fast from things, is just necessary in order to kind of reset your system in all ways.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's like, and that's why I was talking about in my reading earlier this week, the reading for this week, the main theme was just about the ties between cleansing and liberation, and how in order to truly free yourself from something, you have to cleanse it from yourself in order to be free of it. Because think about it, like, and also how cleansing and healing allows for freedom, because like, a person who is able-bodied and healed and well is going to be able to do more things physically than a person who needs healing in some respect.
Yes.
They're going to have limitations. They're going to have certain ways that they cannot operate, or if they do, it's going to cause them pain and so forth. Same thing with emotional healing. There are emotionally healed people are going to be able to do whatever freely with no aches and pains, whereas emotionally healed people who still have wounds that are unaddressed and stuff, they're going to try to do stuff and it's going to hurt, and they're going to look at the other person like, why did you hurt me? And the other person's going to be like, I didn't do that. That's something that you never addressed that don't have nothing to do with me. I brushed up against it, and you looking at me like I did it.
Yes. That's a whole therapy session right there. Y'all better get on the couch with this one right here. I am so serious. That is so, man, everything you resonating tonight. You really are on so many levels. We have one more person who just came in, and then we're going to close out tonight's reading. We did. Let's see. What's your name here? You are new. I never seen this name before. Kinsol Love One, the family thing. Greetings. We want a reading as well. We.
Okay. What's the question, love?
Are you a council gods over there? We would like a reading as well. It just seems.
Listen, listen. It is.
Are you in the building? And if so, would you like a general reading, or did you leave us? If so, we'll just pop you up here and see what message we can all resonate with, because that's how it's been going tonight. It's all of our messages. General read, please. There we go.
Okay, general read. All right. Most High ancestors, what messages do you have as far as just general guidance right now? Okay, so we have Freya, you are worthy, you are loved. We have Hecate, change is important. Release the old. And we also have Sun, find a balance. Okay, so. Okay, so messages generally coming in are you need to find a balance between change, but not just for like the sake of change. Like, make sure that you're truly reflecting on the value of things and the things that are worthy, and also be mindful of the things of how you are treating the things that you love. We want to make sure that we're releasing anything that's holding us back from being able to see the value either in ourselves, whether that's like societal notions, like, I wish I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a baller, you know, like all of the things that society tells us that we need to be in order to be accepted or loved. Like, you already are all of those things without the need to change yourself. Like, yes, change is important, but you want to make sure that the things that you are changing are about finding a balance and are not for people pleasing and are not to fit in arbitrarily within society or within certain groups, and are not and are based on your own inner voice or like your higher self or like whatever wisdom system that you attune to, as opposed to like what people who don't even like themselves think of you, like that type of deal. So you want to make sure that if you're pruning things about yourself, or even if you're adding things to yourself, that it's things that actually resonate with you and not things that we're doing. And, you know, there's a balance. There's always the balance between, and I like that it has the sun and the moon also both in this card, because when it talks about finding a balance, it's like, yes, we are incarnate. So as much as we do not let our ego rule us, it is also necessary for us to operate. So there is a balance between, you know, who we are in an outer sphere, in our inner world. But the people who are the most successful are the people who are able to kind of make that a 1-to-1 ratio. You know, the people who can kind of get paid for doing what they love, or being who they are. And the thing is, we can have all of those things. We just, like was said in Roxy's reading, sometimes we just need to wait and be patient until we align with those things, because being out of balance can make us search or settle for opportunities that are beneath us, just because we are like, well, I feel like I should be doing something, and this is the first thing that comes along, so I might as well take advantage of it. Like, no, that's not, first offer is not always the best offer. Sometimes you gotta haggle. Sometimes you gotta renegotiate. Sometimes people are looking to be like, they're gonna take the low ball. They don't even really value themselves. So at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we are holding out in every avenue for the opportunities that are going to offer us the maximum return, because we are worthy of the things that we set our mind on. Otherwise, because every idea that we get is a little bit of divine inspiration. So you would have never even had the idea if it was something that was going to be held back from you. The only thing that we need to do in order to achieve these things is really just understand that we are worthy, you know, go with the flow, change when it's necessary, keep the, you know, chew the meat, spit the bones in terms of every experience, and make sure that we find the balance within in terms of what we give versus what we receive. Make sure that we are also, once again, make sure that we are holding up our end of the bargain with reality, that we are reciprocating, that when we get these opportunities, that we are grateful for them, that we are showing up and delivering as the best of ourselves, because that's how you continue to get those opportunities. You know what I'm saying? You know, you always hear people like celebrities be like, this person's an amazing person to work with. And then like, why do they get so many opportunities? Because everybody actually likes them. There's something to be said for being likable and a pleasant person. Like, that's why animals and babies like to be around me, because it's generally just an energy thing. There's something to be said for when you're just like, no, I don't want nothing from you. I just want to let you live. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we want to make sure that as the gods of our reality, that we are being fair gods, that we are being benevolent, you know, that when we are creating the reality that we want to create, that we are creating a world that is fair, that we are bringing the fairness and the balance and the equity and the love to the world that we would like to see reflected in it. We can't ask anything from the world or from reality that we aren't willing to give. And people be like, oh, you need a sacrifice for something. Like, no, you just need to be willing. Like, I can't ask somebody to be truthful with me if I'm always lying to people. I can't get mad if somebody lies to me, like, you know what I'm saying? And like all of those things. So like, we have to get into this space where we are very much like being the change that we want to see. It is always starts with the person in the mirror. You know, we have to be the change that we want to see in the world. Like, I feel like people should be more childlike and whimsical. So I bring that frequency to reality. I don't complain that it's not happening. I do something about it. Like, I don't complain about, you know, Jeff Bezos and capitalism. I try to, as often as possible, put my money where my mouth is and let my actions reflect my inner world, my inner beliefs, my inner principles. If I don't rock with something, I'm not going to rock with it for any amount of money, for any amount of perceived coercion or anything. And like, that's the good part of my stubborn Taurus energy, which is like, oh no, bro, you not finna move me against my will. Like, now, especially not when I'm right about something. Like, no, these heels will get dug in real quick. And that's the balance, because that's the thing. Sometimes change is good, but when people are trying to change things that don't need to be changed, sometimes you need to dig your heels in. Sometimes that's when that's why it's a, you know, it's a good aspect. It's a dualism with that. Listen. Could all be so simple. Could all be so simple, yeah. Yeah, and you also got the pyramids here, which speaks to balance, because like that's why they've stood the test of time as much as they have, is because of the design. So it's like, we want to make sure the things that we are building, the things that we are implementing are of sound design. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to put effort into building a shelter for like 100 years and then it's just going to not even last another 100 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a poor ROI. We don't do poor ROIs over here. We want to maximize our return on investment. So we want to measure twice and cut once. You know what I'm saying? Like, want to be very specific. Yeah. Gang.
Bars. I'm going to have to like go back and clip all of this here. And I got to send you an inbox anyway. It's something I need to ask you. But man, like all the readings have resonated. And if they weren't specific, they were really just like messages, and like, keep going and be authentic and be in your own power. And sometimes you got to sit back and just let divine work things out for you. I love that. That's what Pronoia is. It's just like the universe is always conspiring in your favor. Yeah. And everything is working out for you guys. Like,
it really is. Like, even if you can't see it, even if you don't know how. Like, I have lived my life in that principle since I've been in New Orleans. Because I don't have no family in New Orleans. Like, everybody was like, oh, like, who you knew down there before you moved? I was like, nobody. It's like, you just moved down. You didn't know nobody. I was like, nah, bro. And by listening and learning and interacting with spirit, I have been led to places and spaces where I have encountered people that have turned to be in like completely instrumental people in my life. And the first time I saw them, I didn't know them from a can of paint. Like, perfect example, when I first came down here, I was in an incredibly toxic relationship. Oh, it was so toxic. Oh, the life lessons that were learned. But in that, we did like an art market. I was selling some stuff, they were selling some stuff, and up the street at the art market, there was like a band performing. I happened to go live at the time because I was like, oh, this is really dope. They performed for like an hour. I was live the entire time. I went back and I looked at the footage. The woman who is running the band, I know now. I see all the time. One of the guys who was playing guitar in the band is one of my homies. Like, I see him all the time. We've worked gigs and stuff together. Like, another woman who came up and like sang ended up being somebody that I know, like, whose hair I've done and who I've gone to like events with. And like, I didn't know any of these people when I'm taping this at the time. I went back, I was like, wait, is that Sarah? Wait, is that Drew? Like, wait, is that? It's like, that's really how life works.
Yes, it does. You're so right.
It'll put you in the orbit of people and things. And if you just show up as the best of yourself, you will start to align with the places and spaces that are going to value you and are going to, appreciate you. And it's not going to always be a 1-to-1 ratio. It's not going to always be like everything is always good. But when it's not good, be like, ooh, grateful for that. I'd rather know now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things like, whoa, well, glad to know this before I started investing more in this dynamic, or before I thought that I could use you for this opportunity, or before, I gave you the keys to my house and was like, yeah, watch it when I was out of town. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes it's good to know. It's good to know when, even though it can be like, man, that's disappointing. But it's only the end of the world if you think there's not going to be more. If you think these are the only people who are ever going to like you, then yeah, you might feel the need to compromise yourself for their approval. But if you're like, bro, I'm awesome, y'all are missing out. I'm gonna just take all this awesome that is me. And if y'all don't like the way that I awesome, I don't have to awesome over here.
That part. Bye. And that's how that changes the whole dynamic, right? And it's all about your perspective and the way that you react to life. A lot of times, again, we can't control how other people treat us, but we can control the environments we decide to be in and allow.
You can control whether you get up out of there. You can definitely control whether you stay or whether you go, whether you put in a boundary or whether you just let people treat you any type of way. That's where free will comes in. People are like, well, where does free will comes in? Because it's like, you have a choice. You can tell that person to kick rocks, but they're okay. Yeah, they're your boss. Yeah, you're this. But it's only the end of the world if you think you can't get a better job. If you think that's the only job that you can get, then you're going to let that boss treat you crazy. If you think that you deserve to let somebody treat you like that, you're going to settle for it. But if you're like, no, I know my worth. I can get 1,000 other jobs. You need me more than I need you. The first time your boss talk to you crazy, you're going to be sending emails to HR like, please, I need y'all to fix this or I will not be here in 2 weeks. I don't know what to tell you.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's that self-value.
Keep a letter of resignation in your back pocket for any situation, no matter how much you love it.
Now listen. Now listen, I need you to put that on a motherfucking shirt right there. Keep you a letter of resignation in your back pocket for any situation, no matter how much you love it. That's for real. Because ain't nothing you should be afraid to walk away from. And anything that you got fear walking away from, you probably need to walk away from it. And that's real.
Because if you love something, set it free.
Yes.
Yeah, anybody who really loves you is going to set you free. Anybody who really loves you is not going to punish you if you need space, if you need whatever. You know what I'm saying? For being you. Anybody who really loves you is not going to punish you for being you. It's only people who want to keep you small and in a box and in a little nice little fucking trinket that they can pull out and be like, look at my precious, and then put it back in their pocket.
Yo, like you a fucking glowworm, a little light bulb.
Yeah, like Tinkerbell, put a fairy in a jar type.
That shit. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. You know what? You might have to get you a regular spot over here, and we just have like we might just call it bars, because you just be dropping bars, like for real. That's so true.
Yeah.
Yo, for real. We might have to talk about that, because I'm telling you, I resonate with everything that's coming out your mouth. I feel like how do you know? How do you know? How do you know the people who act like that? How do you know?
Because like I'm a student of human behavior. Like my chart is, I have a Scorpio stellium. It's like I pay attention. I'm super analytical, and I like to know why. And so when people do stuff, I'd be like, why would you do that?
You know why though? But you know why? Because you're a starseed for real. Because in real life, your mind won't let you stop wondering it's like, oh, interesting. And it's like, and you think differently than other people. You think you want to figure it out. I love that. I love that. I have that.
And so my job is, this is part of my job, is to be like, this is why people do that. And then people be like, yo, I never thought of it that way. And I'll be like, no, real, it's because that's exactly why. Like, that's exactly why it has nothing to do with
it. You made it so clear, and you ain't even know. Like, and it's so crazy because archetypes, the reason why tarot works is because we all follow the same fool's journey. It's just our fool's journey. So we still want to run into the same issues, same type of things, even if it's not the exact specific situation.
And for me, because I'm so watery, it's an energy thing for me. It's like when you look at a color, it's like when you look at a rainbow, it's like all of those are different frequencies of energy. So it's like, oh no, this person's being green right now. So when people are being green, they're doing a certain thing, and it's associated, that's a heart chakra problem. Okay, if they've got a heart chakra problem, it's like being a doctor, it's like being able to diagnose. It's like based on the energy, and it just kind of has a different feel to me. Like, yeah, because I can feel. That's why I'll be like, no, I feel you, because I literally do. Like when
literally,
like literally, like, and I'll be like, no, I feel exactly what you're going through. I feel exactly how you feel about it. Like, nah, I get it. I do. Right.
You just you got me over here like this one of them. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you up. We got a couple.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm so grateful because like I like doing personal readings, and I don't often get to do them. So this has been dope.
Great. We would love to have you back for Tarot Tuesdays again.
Yes. Hit me up.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys for tapping in tonight. It's been a wonderful.
Yeah.
It's been almost 2 hours, y'all. So thank you again. And thank you for Imah. And you know what? It's so crazy. It's so hard. I know your name, right? But I be like, struggling. My mind be wanting to say Imani. I don't know why. It be wanting to call you Imah X all the time. I promise you. I'll be like,
that was probably one of like the potential names for me in the ethers. So
it's just like it will not, but I'll be trying. I got you.
Yeah, I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for all of your ancestors, like I said, because think about all the things like your grandparents had to meet at a time when they was both single. Like their parents had to have them at the time they was going to be at ages that even aligned so that they could meet and interact at the age. Like so many things had to combine for the alchemy, for the being that is you to be here in this particular combination. If you'd have been conceived a day earlier, you'd have been a completely different sperm cell with a completely different proportion of whatever. And so like,
it's so true.
Nothing about you is accidental. Everything about you is divine and intentional and beautiful and wonderful. And know that. And yes. Yeah. Be blessed, be well, be naturally y'all. Yeah. Tune in with us. We do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday over on my platform. I try to drop them on YouTube when I can, but check me out. I'll be around.
Check her out, y'all, for real. Imah X, really dope. I love the readings tonight. I love the energy. Thank you for sharing your energy with us. Thank you, Starseeds, for tapping in. This is Pronoia Starseed Podcast. Y'all know that Pronoia means that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, no matter what it may seem or appear to be on the outside. As she said, surrender, relax, divine got you. Okay? So it's been a wonderful night.
Don't believe us, just watch.
Yay, that part. Sit back, enjoy some music, and have a good night, Starseeds. Talk to you later. Peace.
Monday morning. Soon morning. I'm gonna need fresh out. Get me a crowd.
Man, damn, I've been hurt for a little minute. That struggle I live ain't gone, cause I'm still in it. Can't keep a job, but I'm still living. Been behind on the bills, but I'm still giving. Man, I come from the gutter, the bottom, way under the track. When I speak through on they business, what a part of your people be snipe sisting. And the ones that you love sending death wishes. No, I ain't had the clothes on my back, nor the shoes on my feet to go stomp with the big dogs. Back then, they would bully a bitch, so I had to throw balls just to show them a bitch raw. No, we ain't had the money to turn on the water. Took baths with a bucket and washcloth. Life been so up and down like a seesaw. And they wonder why a bitch gotta go off. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the fight. You can never train me like the weather. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the faith. You can never change me like the weather. All of this shit, do it once. I can't get to the paper for the business I need to. Keep doing this music, but people don't listen. Trying to see what the fuck am I gon' do. Gotta stay in the mix and I keep showing face. Put aside all the crying I did do. And most of these niggas be all in my grill and can't walk in my shoes. He a damn fool. Shit, multiple times I done been through depression. Begging the God that some take me to heaven. Said I ain't strong, I can't take on the battles you throw in my life, but I know these is lessons. Dance on the pole, but don't talk about it often. Sold out some weed just to make me a profit. Went out to Cali to swipe me some cars and they never told, cause I kept it solid. On best friend, tried to fuck on the one that I love. Had to go and cut the bitch off. Man, I had to offset my career. Said to give me some time to take off. Gotta blast off. If I had about 5 just to talk to who dead or alive, I'd talk to my child now and tell him I'm sorry. Mama wasn't ready and young that a boy maybe crash out. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the fight. You can never change me like the weather. Man, them people don't know about the struggle. Got up and got back to the hustle. Hell nah, I can't show when I'm stuck and been down on my ass. I got that from my mother. Spark up just to keep it together. 3-5 in the wood make it better. Man, I had to just pray just to keep up the fight. You can never change me like the weather. Kane.
Ooh, fresh out.
Joy, gratitude, my life is a blur. Beatitude, go vacancies and murder. Even out the mix, I cause a stir. I call up my niggas, sir. Go frankincense and murder. Joy, gratitude, my life is a blur. Beatitude, go frankincense and murder. Even out the mix, I cause a stir. I call up my niggas, sir. Go frankincense and murder.
Joy, gratitude, my life is a blur. Beatitude, go vacancies and murder. Even out the mix, I cause a stir. I call all my niggas Sir Gold, frankincense and myrrh. Joy, gratitude, my life is a blur. Beatitude, go frankincense and myrrh. Even out the mix, I cause a stir. I call all my niggas Sir Gold, frankincense and myrrh. I'm bold, frankincense and purr. Catalyst, I'm the reason the cause occur. Original matrix, primordial darkness, a river song, a time, Lord, heaven, Jack.
Give me some.
Depth of my softness is the height of my hardness. So I wrestle my demons and I strapped on a harness. I strapped on the saddle, moving into battle. My people would chattel, now I'm leading the cattle. People rallying rattle. I'm more the type to strike, more the type to Mike, Jordan, Tyson, or Jackson. Like, get high fight, step in that. But my path is light, what they say ain't adding up. But my math is right. I've been thankful for my car since I had a bike. Garnet third, our future vision, transmit like fishing at the site. My intuition's to proof, my mission's to add the sight. Improve conditions and accolades for the acolytes. Joy, gratitude, my life is a blur. Beatitude, go frankincense and myrrh. Even out the mix, I cause a stir. I call all my niggas Sir Gold, frankincense and myrrh. Joy, gratitude, my life is a blur. Beatitude, go frankincense and myrrh. Even out the mix, I cause a stir. I call all my niggas Sir Gold, frankincense and myrrh. They so bank interest and what? The reason the indigenous disappear. So no, January 6th, but we taking your capital. So black is black, when black is blue, like Wall Street, what we tap into. So when you shining, ain't no tapping shoes. People thinking if we win, then they have to lose. That sounds like guilty conscience. I hope they feeling the lacking proof. They wanna check, but they really pawns and they lacking moves. I wanna check, I see pawns and amazing views. Then invested the rest in creating grooves. For the record, using music to make a lane. Your higher self said to tell you you can take the pain. We don't keep the same, we help make it, but wanna take the grain. Ever since they made the first, been trying to fake the game. How you make a lane, take a guide and you make them take. Colonize his brain, take his land and you do the same. Joy, gratitude, my life is a blur. Beatitude, go frankincense and myrrh. Even out the mix, I cause a stir. I call all my niggas Sir Gold, frankincense and myrrh. Joy, gratitude, my life is a blur. Beatitude, go frankincense and myrrh. Even out the mix, I cause a stir. I call all my niggas Sir Gold, frankincense and myrrh. I'm gold, frankincense and myrrh. A gift of the Christ in you, causing your core to stir. I need more than awards, give me the chords and the shrine to the God true, the divine me and divine you. Sit at your altar, let your ancestors align you. Cause you are the alchemy they combine to. Their prayers fulfilled, it's like they design you. So don't let nobody define you.
To retrieve you, have to come back to the Juneteenth official tab. Also, we have a couple more cars. We have a white Nissan from Georgia, license plate CK0777. So please, if you have a white Nissan,
that's hilarious because I don't even know my license plate number. That's why I was like,
you far from
solid ancient bracelets from Mali, you know?
One topic on the phone. I wonder if you know, do you have a clue? They said nobody's coming to save you. I had to look inside me. I was looking everywhere for a savior, but the guy was in me. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great.
I fought through just to get her. I evolved so much I feel like I don't fit her. Out of place, my palate increased, I got a higher taste. I don't want it if it ain't organic, and I don't wanna talk if we ain't seeking understanding. And I don't wanna chill if growth ain't what we planning. And I don't wanna take no pictures if they ain't candid. Catch me in a moment or don't catch me at all. They throwing shade underhand and I'm deflecting it all. But if it's good energy, then I'm accepting it all. Yeah, I'm accepting it all. They tried to prosper against me, but they weapons too small. I got God on my side, nickel. I got angels in the field down the ride, nickel. Plus my ancestors, same gang, same hand gestures. Great wisdom, my people say I'm acting different. I tried to put them what I'm on, but they ain't listen. I made some diamonds out this pressure, can't say they ain't glisten. I cut them snakes out my grass cause I heard them hissing. It's a marathon, I do the distance. Yeah, the crowd tried to tell me I was done for, but I ain't listen.
They said nobody's coming to save you. I had to look inside me. I was looking everywhere for a savior, but the guy was in me. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great.
A wise man told me I got a calling on my life. I think I overstand now. I think I get why Miss Johnson kept praying now. I think I get why I lost a lot of friends now. All part of the plan. See, some relationships supposed to land. If they can't grow with you, then they can't go with you. My ex say she was leaving. I said don't let the door hit you. On the way out, I told her stay out. See, I'm finding myself, aligning myself, working and I'm timing myself, reminding myself, yeah, that I'm free. And ain't nobody gonna do me like me. Self-love, it's the best love, that's the best drug. Praise to the Most High, my investor. Yeah, I'm self-driven like Tesla. Yeah, I'm blessed up, from my feet to my chest up. Middle finger to my oppressor. And I press on. I go to war with my demons, I put my vest on. And I turn every L into a lesson. If I got greatness in me, not even a question.
They said nobody's coming to save you. I had to look inside me. I was looking everywhere for a savior, but the guy was in me. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great. To tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great. The world like to tell you what you can't, what you ain't, that you late. Just remember that you great.
burn the clouds, surf while never leaving Earth. 10 toes firmly planted in the dirt for what it's worth. See my life flash before my eyes a couple times, so I'd be lying if I said I don't believe in the divine. For reasons we can't find, the truth will probably blow our minds. This energy in the universe send chills down your spine. Had a talk with a goddess about human design. Pull my coat to how I need to get my chakras aligned. Gotta break some bad habits, it's addition by subtraction. Move away from bad actors, trying to leech off your action. It's the laws of attraction, gotta see it before it happens. Gotta believe it with a passion, then receive this beautiful madness. Find a pattern in the chaos, their assessment was way off. You build it from the ground up, you own it, so ain't no layoffs. Your energy is equity, cashing on your day off. Hope to reach a couple souls, it's all a part of the payoff.